CS Source player. He's never played a competitive game in CSGO. It's going to be a rough ride, but he obviously is the coach, but he probably does play CSGO in his spare time. I'm sure he won't be completely useless, but obviously he's not going to be the level of the tank, the best player in EnVyUs in my opinion.
Yeah, most consistent. I don't know about, obviously,
most well-rounded player.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's true. I think he's the cornerstone of the team. I don't know if that he's got the skill potential that Scream has. You know, certainly in Source he did, but now it's a little bit different. But you're right, he is a huge part of this team, and he's been struggling throughout. I think mostly due to the fact that he is sick, and he has been struggling. We saw it yesterday. He was really struggling to stay mentally focused. He was exhausted. He was sitting back in his chair while the team was communicating each time, sometimes with his eyes closed. So definitely a harsh position to be in, but you have to wonder, I mean, look, health first, but how much can Malik really bring them in this game?
Well, Yanko obviously broke it down. It's going to be the Inferno T side they start, and I think that actually does make sense. It might seem like a strange decision, but staying as a 5-man unit, obviously happy, probably on the looks, and just sending him in first, Malik that is, just saying get in there, get the information. He'll be the player that's dropping the AKs if they have a little bit of a situation with the economy. Get him in there if he can just game for the same thing Zeus has been doing, at that 1 frag per round, get information, drop all the smokes. He's focusing more on the utility. It's still possible, right?
Just want to say as well that I was the only one that actually picked Qualifier without knowing that RPK wasn't playing.
Okay, so yeah.
So now if they lose, I look twice
I stuck
bad,
with EnVyUs and I stuck with them. I thought, you know what, they're going to do it. Yeah, they said they're going to do it for their boy RPK. And I believe in that.
Oh, so romantic.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought that's the reason I want to believe in it. I'm sure Cedric's watching.
He will be watching, undoubtedly. He'll be tuned in, and hey, we wish him well. And a speedy recovery to him. It's a busy schedule. I know we just had a break, but you don't really time illness, do you? Otherwise, you would never have any. Inferno, as you say, QBF's choice. They have a team they're a team that's grown on me, I think, in this event.
A lot of the CIS teams have.
Unbelievably so, yeah. But I mean, both them and Avangar, I went, whatever. Now I'm waking up to the idea.
Sure. Well, let's have a look at it then. As we said, this is QB5's map pick, but Team EnVyUs choose the T side. That is unorthodox, let me tell you. 1 smoke and 2 HEs. This will be a banana rush map all day long. Nade at the top of banana, get stuck in there, smoke CT spawn, flash over. They have a secondary smoke for the coffins, and they'll just be going all over. Good nades. Don't do too much damage to Jim Quad there, and they will fall back, and they're pretty much full committed now. Smoke towards CT spawn, XMS open things up, and this is applying a lot of pressure now to all those new boxes.
Aggressive they'll go. Malik was the second in. I've got my screen locked on him. We now have it on him as well, just to make sure we get an idea of what he's up to. So playing aggressively post-plant gets information. Couldn't quite hit the shot on the waterfalls. He'll work his way around ruins. They still do have the man advantage on the EnVy side. And that's important as well, because man down, if you will, with the stand-in, suddenly you want to get the best start possible to get as many rounds as you can. But also, it gives him guns before his opponents, so he can get a few kills potentially on the board and build up his confidence. Boomich, however, has other ideas as he walks back in and over top of the grill, the coffins area, gets shots, but then Scream does the same. Now it's Belina and Scream in a one-on-one as Happy was found, and they're searching each other out, but Scream's got the angle. He hears it the whole way, and a perfect shot means EnVy get the pistol.
Nice to see Scream show some good form. This hasn't been his best tournament by any stretch of the imagination there. Nice B rush from EnVyUs. I can pretty much break that down at the very start, as I did. So you can see HEs at start, always going to be a banana rush. You're needing the very top by the barrels. 2 smokes, 1 for the coffins, 1 to CD spawn, and you're trying to find those early frags, which they did. But Boomich, absolutely right, coming through from the coffins, hits some really impressive shots there, but Scream maybe even better. 3 in total for him, gives himself $4,600. He almost certainly gets the AK-47. His teammates with the MAC-10s around him. 1-0 for EnVyUs. Great start, that's what they needed. There will be a force buy in response. Of course there will be. From QB5 here, the scouts in the hands of Valina. I'm working on the official pronunciation now.
He's gotten there finally. It's only taken 4 days.
Boomich, Valina, Quick, Jimqua, Waterfalls. I've done it all. I've done my research this time. I'm ready.
I'm proud of you, Hank.
I was a bit worried about this game. I didn't want to embarrass myself.
If you would just do some research on crypto, you could probably make a little money someday. So.
Well, one day. I know Richard Lewis's portfolio is looking quite promising, so I'm going to copy some of his tips.
I think he controls part of the market.
Well, that's
insider trading, maybe.
That's what he's doing. That's why he badmouths us so much. So everyone, no one else invests in his
Put him off the trail.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here we go. Malik leading the way. Like I said, I expect this a lot. Just flash him in, see what information he can gather. He can get 1 kill off the back of a bit of utility. That makes sense. As you can see, he'll be going in first towards Banana. It's going to be XMS, who's patrolling towards middle. Nice mid control from Team EnVyUs so far. Remember, they're missing the star player RPK, as XMS goes down. No trade potential there, but they are going in towards B.
Happy gets smoked by an 8 as well. He's down to 29, so not only the first pick, but also a substantial amount of damage to one of the 4 remaining players. Watch the post, Jimka.
Oh, come on.
That's further damage. Sixer goes low. Couldn't quite get the kill, almost thankfully for EnVyUs, because that was a bit sloppy on entry. Now they will. Jimka follows up. Completes the damage, which he started from being boosted as they rotate around to Ruins, and Happy will get Boomich back. Scream with the AK, plays aggressive. Malik's on 1 HP. Jimka thankfully helps them. He takes down Valina. I don't know how that's happened, but it may not matter because now it's 29 HP on Happy to take on 2. A pistol, a CZ, which walks out and just slaughters him.
It will be close, but it looks like the defuse will be successful there. Wow, Qualifier, they will take the round. Remember, the synergy is going to be a little bit off for EnVyUs there. Even with a team kill coming in, they managed to recover somehow. I don't like that play. They get the mid control, sure, but fully committing towards the art of how to trade, that was disappointing for me, at least. It was the idea, I think, to go towards CD spawn and go for what we call a banana split. When you go for CD spawn and the B-bomb set itself from the banana area. And EnVyUs give the round up after winning the pistol as Qualifier to strike back, even with a team kill. Bomb goes down. Money's not devastating, as you can see, for EnVyUs here. Scream, he'll have the AK-47. He drops the Tech 9 for Sixer, and they give their best aimer, of course, the AK. Let's see what he can do. He has had a rough tournament. I want to see him step up. I want to see some vintage Scream come out. It always is a bit of a show when he has a good game. Good nades at the start, though. Quad goes down to 54 points of health. And you've got 4 rifles here, and a MAC-10 on Valina. Round number 3. Tense now, Happy, of course. Alone in the apartments. He's almost guaranteed to get this kill. Well played. Takes down Boomich. Won't be able to recover the weapon just yet, but if he has a flashbang or a smoke, he might be able to do it. Good flash, actually perfect. Gets the weapon and bails the hell out of there.
Scream falls away. And we'll head back toward Banana. Malik leading the charge, so perhaps they'll use him for information. Instead, they'll use him as a set of stilts to try and get Scream. With one of the 2 AKs into a better position. Shoulder shows quick. Quick to retreat in this case. We'll get safety inside of the site. Look at Valina, though. He's taking advantage of it. Happy tag, 23 HP. He's got one of the AKs. They need to charge him down. They managed to do so. So a second gun picked up, but Happy hindered, if you will. Yeah. Armor, he could pass that gun off. XMS has armor as well, but he's something better off. 48, good position for Waterfalls. Traded by Scream, but he found 2 before going down.
Lots of damage inflicted, but it's still a 3 versus 2 in favor of EnVyUs. The bomb scuttles his way towards the A bomb site. Jim Quai now has to wait for the rotation from Quick. He now joins him. They've got an incendiary, and he can the bomb going down. Taking damage there. Scream knows exactly where he is. He doesn't miss many shots. They'll go for the pincer play. 1 towards Quad. Towards the library here and taken down. Quick might as well go for this. He knows a lot of damage has been inflicted. He can take down Scream, he's got a chance. Not meant to be. Scream once again finds 3 kills in the round. Remember, that started off with 4 pistols, 1 AK-47. Happy, great work from the boiler room. Overextending well, Qualifier. They lose that first pick top of middle. Happy steals the weapon away and somehow didn't die there at the bottom of Banana. That was insane for me that he didn't get dropped. It's the MAC-10. It sometimes can be a cruel mistress against full armor and helmets, but that kill with the knife out for Happy was being dropped for sure. But Scream, he gets it done and finds 2-1, and the force buys continue. Remember, once again, loser of this game is going home. It's brutal out there, map. And now, Qualifier with CZs, PD50s, no Deagles. They are pretty much fully invested. It's just Boomich has got $1,200. The rest of them, just about 0. Good position, though. It's a common check, though. XMS would be letting himself down if he didn't check that corner.
Boomich to the left. Should
yeah,
checks if it goes down. I was going to say fair play to him for checking, but the kill. Valina catches Happy, who responds to that. So one-upping on the position, a little bit of a checkmate. And a lot of utility expended from Envy. Still, we patiently await Malik's first kill, not to put him on the chopping block by any means. He's stepping in under very extreme and unfortunate circumstances, so deserves credit for that alone, and as you say, has yet to play a competitive, official competitive CSGO match, like you say. I'm sure he's lots of scrims and whatnot on his own.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not like he hasn't touched a game before, you know. That's be real. Everyone in this community loves playing the game, and in his spare time, I'm sure he plays a lot. But 35 seconds. Malik with that Mac 10. You're going to see a lot of that, him dropping weapons and also lesser weaponry. And Scream trying to recover the situation. The good news is that the CT didn't pick up much. And Malik, there he goes. Yes, he opens it up by himself. That's the A-bomb side there. Well played, Malik. And now Scream trying to blow the ball down. Gets 2 and 3K once again. Scream is turning up to this game. That's what they need. RPK in absence. Scream has to be the talisman here. And he shows us exactly what he's made of here. This is looking very good. 10 kills, 1 death.
That's perfect.
He has to carry them, doesn't he?
Oh, no question he has to carry them. That's goes without saying. Not only that, they're going to need the AWP from Sixer to be reliable today. So far, he's got 1 kill with T-side, fair enough. That's perfect. Didn't get the bomb plant. They were still looking for information, and they certainly got it.
That's so sick from him as well. That wasn't even tapping. That was like nice controlled spraying, burst fire coming through, and mows them down. Well played, though, to Malik. Here's the Mac 10. He gets the information. He makes the risky play of walking into the A-bomb site. Finds 1 kill, causes open, forces the rotation, and sets Scream up. And the thing is, Scream is like a caged animal. As soon as he starts getting those kills and has this great early start, he's going to break out and completely devastate the server. That's why I was calling him out the last couple of days. I know how good he can be. I think everyone does at this point. And it's disappointing to see him be underwhelming and very average in this tournament so far. But now he's setting himself up for an absolute barn burner of a game. As we go to round number 5, pistols. Pretty much depot across the board. Valina will have the P250. 5 AK-47s for Team EnVyUs. 1 kill. That's Happy going down by himself. That does happen a little bit too often, I'm afraid. Gives away a weapon. It shouldn't really be too devastating for the team, but still, money being dropped.
Trying to do what he can. Smoke, that just serves Scream better than it does the CTs. Weapons that 3 versus 3, in fact, had the lead, but Scream again just turns around. He's having his way with this. 3 kills again in this round. He's up to 13 total in 5. This is the 5th round. Might go more than that as well.
Oh, wow.
Shadow shows he knows they're spray down, nearly the ace for Scream. It's XMS left in a 1-on-1. Scream is literally doing everything. Forget compensating for RPK. He does just enough because XMS will control it. They go 4-1.
Sigh of relief there. You are right. Another 4K for Scream. XMS just about close out the clutch. Happy needs to be more careful here. You know they're going to be full eco. There's no reason to be by yourself and selling a massive lurk play. If you're going to be hunting for information, at least have trade potential. I can't stress that enough. Even if it's a full eco, you can't give away a weapon like that. As we get to round number 6, they do dodge the bullet. And Quantum Bellator fire, moving out the AWP for the first time, and a couple of assists.
Scream has more kills than double the amount of kills than is the rest of his team.
Yeah.
The rest of his team has 8. Okay, not quite more than double. 14. All right, doesn't maths. Leave me alone, Henry.
Well, at least he said maths and not math. I like that. I'll give you.
I did that just for you because that way you pick on me less. Sixer, great shot.
He ran that shot yesterday. I was questioning that peak, but obviously it works for him in practice because he just nailed an AWP. That's waterfalls going down. That's kind of sick.
Boomich grabs the op and falls off. Not worried about leaving the M4 in the open at the top of middle because they have weapons anyway, so you're not exactly trying to hide a gun at that point in time, and he wants the op instead in his hands. XMS will take up position at top middle, throws a quick flash towards the smokes to perhaps suggest they're going to attack quickly and everyone at bay, and then just as quickly they turn around, they're going to chase Jim, come back to the side at B. He's got to hurry up and get back, and so too does Boomich. He's going to rotate around from CT. Happy plays the lurk, as always, so Guado Apartment's late. Malik goes in 3rd, so he's playing off information at this point in time. He's taking advantage of it, he gets his kill. He takes down Jim, but unfortunately for him, XMS and Happy on the lurk had lost that kill, and XMS lost inside of the site. Scream to hold with Sixer.
Yeah, if Scream's alive, it looks like it should be an open shot case. He actually upgrades to the AWP. Not known to be an AWP. Can he start landing some shots? Turns out he can. Takes down Valina. Looks like a lineup, but he gets the second regardless. He is having one hell of a game. What's the at, 17?
17 kills after 6 rounds.
The nearest on his team has 3. That's XMS and Happy joint second. He's got 17 kills. That's what he needed to do. Get him back, boys. RPK's missing. Scream will look after you. He does
do this more often.
Yeah, that's what I'm been talking about. Why has he been so average in the tournament so far? All it took was RPK to step down and Scream to step up.
I will say, much like Malik, I mentioned it, he was sitting there practicing for the last hour and a half. The whole time, he and Malik were both sitting there warming up.
Yeah. Well, there we go. This is a different Scream. This is the one for 2015. This is the player we all knew and loved.
I love, man, this is awesome. Let's go. I'm excited. And confidence, you say it never really plays with the off. Picks it up and says, I'll just style with it anyway. That's the thing, though.
These kind of players, these star players, if they get a good start, they get a 3K in the pistol, they get some anti-eco frags, they start getting that godlike mode. They start thinking that they're not going to miss a shot. No one can hit them. And this is what you need to avoid with a player like Scream. It's been so long since we've seen this kind of performance. What a time to turn up when the tank is removed. Scream steps up to the plate. XMS does find one, gives it only a Mac 10, so that's absolutely fine. 4 on 4. Scream hands over the AWP to 6 are there.
So they have lost one, which is an ongoing issue, I will say. The fact that Scream's playing so well is great. The rest are not really doing much. And against pistols, they continue to make rounds interesting, for lack of a better term. They should be. Scream with another. Quick goes down. Happy also finds Valina. Scream.
Of course he does.
19 kills now.
This could be Nico's record in trouble.
See, I was going to say it because it's a storyline. You just ruined it right there.
I don't care about jinxing it. I want to see it. The way he's playing right now, no one can stop him. It's happening, Matt.
That's the regulation record.
Exactly.
I'm more interested about World Edit's record, which also happened here at ELeague, not in the major.
The studio, yeah.
Although last year as well, in the ELeague Major, we had the major record by Magisk Boy when he was still playing for...
In one half,
North,
right?
Yep.
I can't remember what it was. Was it
27.
Like 27, there you go.
But I didn't want to mention those because you just jinxed them, Henry. So it doesn't happen, it's all your fault. 20 kills, and we're on round 8. Scream is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, this is what you want to see here. This is why I picked EnVyUs. Scream had to step up here today, and he's hitting every single shot. Money is available for QB Fire. They have about 6, well, I'd say 5K per player on average. Maybe a tiny bit more. But they take a tactical timeout now. What's the play? AWP for Waterfalls. We'll have a look at their frag charts while we're here. We've been focusing heavily on Scream. Jimquad at the bottom at 2 for 6. At the very top, it's Boomich on 7 and 7. No one really running away with the game. 20 kills after 7 rounds is absolutely nuts. Like 20 kills and a half, Matt, I usually say is that that's kind of like...
Dude, if I get 20 kills and a half, I'm on like cloud, I'm killing it.
You've hit godlike mode then.
I was actually going to say I'm on cloud 9, figuratively speaking, but heck, I might be on there.
Yeah, he might be drafted
these days, you know?
Yeah. But we'll have a look. M4s and the AWP. XMS, he always does this, man. I don't get it. The Mac 10. I guess Inferno, he just wants to run in and like get intel and surprise and run through smokes and stuff. Like I get that. I guess for me it's just like it's a very vanilla CS player. You just hate to see it. Scream. Does get some banana control. Pre-fires the corner, doesn't get the pick just yet. This is what he wants to do, pushing these smokes, right? He just wants to be an absolute nuisance. Pull the trigger. They're hugging in the smoke. It's getting a little bit chaotic there. Who's going to fire first and realize what's going on? It comes down to it. He's actually made his way out. He made a ton of noise, though, and they have no idea what's going on. This is insane.
Envy ran this play actually yesterday quite a few times. You would get out of apartments and jump left, back toward quad, and it does do exactly that. It pulls players from pit. It tries to make them uncomfortable, and then Happy would lurk off of it. They didn't get too many kills from it. Ultimately, they did win the game, but only just. And it was interesting because it never transpired, but that's not uncommon to see XMS actually jump that direction.
Absolutely. He wants to try and punish the quad player and just surprise him. And that's obviously, if he jumps out there, he's going to put the Mac 10 down his throat and be able to take him down. XMS still alive, though. Happy did get dropped. Smoke comes in, but Scream's in front of there. This is going to be deadly for them, and Scream can get through and find the pick. Jukebox moves it up. Scream. First couple of misses for him. Sixer makes up for it. 3 versus 3 now. Smoke deployed. Bomb will be planted. The rotation is a long way away. Waterfalls, the AWP, looking towards first oranges. You can jump up there by yourself. It's a very common position for Overpass to pick up. We'll see what the retake is successful here.
Sixer waiting. Oh, he hit the jump as well. That's incredible. That was the player intended to bait the shot. Never mind baiting. Live catch. As Sixer goes for more. He's got another player in the air as well. Forget it. Just face him straight up. Waterfall's the last alive. His round this time because Scream, as you mentioned, misses the first few shots. His teammate. Calm down.
Wow.
When you're hitting everything, I guess. And he's hit that one, too, back through the coffins. He'll put Waterfalls on 27, and none other than Scream to collect the kill. You mentioned it, Scream, missing his first few shots. Just to point out, that was his first assist. Every engagement he's gone in, he's just won.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah. Sixer saves the round that time, though. That shot is
He
the
even
play.
waited. He was like, I don't want to kill Scream.
Yeah.
He's having a good game. Let's not ruin it.
Look at this. How has he hit that? It wasn't even a wall bang. Unbelievable scene. Sixer saves the round. Another player having a really quiet tournament from what we're used to seeing online from him. Like, usually really solid AWP online, but another quiet tournament. This is better, though. Just to reiterate, loser of this particular map, best of one, is going home. Winner advances to the 2-2 bracket. After this one, we'll have to draw as well, just so everyone's aware.
That's right. 6 teams remain, 3 games to decide. Scream, 8 HP, finally tagged and off of it. So forced back, and you brought that into jeopardy, by the way, because he needs 9 kills in 6 rounds to break the record for a single half.
Yeah, so that's one record we're looking for in one half, and then for an overall game in 30 rounds, Nico has 37. So
was that a full 30-round game, though?
yes. I wasn't, well, no, sorry, like in regulation time.
Right,
so
exactly.
within 30 rounds.
Yeah, fair play. That was recently as well. ECS, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
XMS takes down Valina. Boomich jumps back, falls off. He'll get XMS in return. The rest of Envy. I say the rest, that always has an asterisk because Happy's never with them, so everyone excluding Happy is what I mean by the rest.
It's kind of that's how he does it every single round. Like, fair play. This was pretty iconic when EnVyUs were one of the absolute best teams in the world, but he still runs with that setup, and that's a big miss from Sixer. That can come back to haunt him here. He's actually allowed Waterfalls to get a couple of picks, and now he misses yet another. This is not, yeah, stay on the pistol, my friend. Happy does recover the situation. He needs to hit at least one of these orbitals. Come on, he can't do it. It's actually getting kind of awkward.
After last round as well, how good he was with the AWP. He's just missed a few sitters in between them.
Yeah.
Smoke himself off, trying to get away 2 HP. They're chasing him. Bomb for Happy is Molotov'd off, and Boomich has that kill. They've lost this round. This goes the way of QBF. Boomich reads it, perfectly placed. And Scream got caught, 8 HP. Pistol found another, I didn't catch who it was. I think it was Malik running up mid, so
yeah, it
that's a bit of a wonder.
Well, I'm sorry, that's all on Sixer. He had, what, 4 goes at players that only have pistols, PD50s at long range, and he just couldn't hit the easy shots. After such an amazing round before, that's going to be very frustrating there, but QB5, we want to see a competitive game here, so it's good to see them post an eco victory. AK-47 now, I think, yeah, good move, Sixer. Drop the AWP for a bit, calm down. Let's go with the AK-47, definitely could afford an AWP, but it's like, well, maybe that's all the fuel in the tank on that particular weapon. So, all for Waterfalls again. The CT's allowed to spam towards the T-steps. Of course, the AK-47, that one-tap potential. See if anyone allows you to do some damage there. Scream does get tagged up to 78.
Still looking for openings. Still has more than the rest of his team combined and double anyone else. Falls. Ooh, misses the shot, but that's a good play. That's a standard formation. Boomich up close to the corner, looking for the shot to the left. M4 there to back it up, and then can easily jump in behind the AWP as it protects him. Works wonders as QBF get the man advantage, catching out XMS. So Happy still in this, but I wonder if he gives up on the lurk this time to join the approach, especially considering Malik is there. Now, again, not to put him on the chopping block, but Malik and Scream, Sixer, that's, you know, already a bit lopsided going in toward B, and Happy's going to continue to lurk off of it, which puts a lot of pressure on Malik to perform as well. Rather than joining in and just taking it by force. They'll let Malik go first this time. They want the information. Jim Kwan the boost, that pushes him off of it, so Sixer can push around. Scream's got to hit it. He's missed shots again, so he's starting to cool off, which could be a problem moving forward. But Sixer's lost in the smoke. Jim Kwan finds him, and Happy, I think at that point in time, you're already a man down, and you're playing with Malik to take sites. Get over and get in, because nothing happens with the winner.
Yeah, once again, all of his team, but gets 1 kill. Solid B defense there from QB5. In terms of the money for EnVyUs, they do have one week buy available. Scream 5k, Sixer 6,400. The other 3 below 4k. So Scream definitely was on track for the world record. He still is for the first half record. That is 27 frags in 1 half. Just reiterate, held by Majors Boy against Virtus Pro at, it was the ELeague Major in January last year, right? And that was on Cobblestone in the quarterfinals, I believe. So So that record is still looking good. Boomage, though, starting to spray them down. They have taken a little eco here. Screaming XMS, though, chiming in. Good frag to the Tech-9. Nice to see that weapon make an appearance. And Valina will fall back to the pit. He's alone now on the A side. You can see rotations coming through, though. CT'd at the bottom of middle. That's going to be Jimqua. Picks up. Taken down. I think there's a gap in the smoke and he didn't realize it. Malik now stepping up. He's only got the Glock. Nothing he can do there, I'm afraid. Now to Scream. AK-47 map. Starting to get warmed up once again. 2 versus 2.
XMS AWP. Work with Scream, who's going to go for the new flash. Didn't exist on the old Inferno, out of the window to cover off pit, but Valina's stuck in underneath. He's waiting for Scream to drop down. Scream's going to throw the bomb smartly to XMS. Doesn't have to commit, and when he does, oh my god, what a fashionable way of doing it.
3 kills in the round. It's now a 2 versus 1. AWP for XMS. Scream looking for his 4th. Molotov is good. He'll force him out of position. He might burn here. He just about avoids the flames in the corner there. One more tick will take him down. Quick now has the defuse kit. Gets the M4 out, but XMS finishes off the round. An eco victory for EnVyUs there. After a couple of difficult rounds and blunders from Sixer, they do manage to recoup and bring the scoreline to 8-3, and actually putting things in a difficult position for Quantum Bellator 5. I think they have enough for a decent buy. They got 2 rounds in a row with 4 players staying alive. So they get the double orbs out. There are a few compromises. UMP for Quick, and Valina only has the CZ. Have a look at the Scream record. 24 frags. He's almost certainly going to beat that. 27 and 1/2 of the major is the record.
24, and just to note, in that 24, none of them have been aces.
Yeah.
You'd think there'd be one in there, maybe.
Sure. An eco spray down, something like that.
He's had a couple of 4Ks, but not an ace yet, which is actually almost more impressive because it goes to show you the distribution's been great. He's tagged 41 HP, Scream the one to do that, as he's forced back to the site with the AWP. 2 ops, an M4, UMP, and a pistol, CZ75. So desperate for QBF. Happy. Don't really need to tell you where Happy is. He's playing it with XMS, so the default is a 3-2 split, but he sticks around toward the boiler room position on his own. Pretty slow play. Interestingly, Banana Quick smoke down is actually going to stand behind the half wall. That smoke's gone, and he's in the open. Malik goes down. Information for Scream. Scream's going to punish him around the corner. He goes. Malik is almost playing off of Scream at this point. Here you go, sire. Let me tell you exactly where he is. Let me show you where the general is.
4 on 4. Scream looking for more here. Can't hit that shot, which takes him down. Sixer with the replay, though. 3 versus 3, getting a little bit awkward, but Happy. He'll find some positional control. Jumping out the apartments allows his teammates to trade. Jimqua now 41 HP on the rotation, but look how far away he is. Bottom and middle, 1 smoke to work with, finds an AK-47, but this doesn't look possible for him. Sixer with the AWP, he's on the bomb site, XMS in the pit, perfect positions, and they have a smoke and an incendiary. They'll start to deploy. As soon as Jimqua shoulder peeks this, they'll know where he is. Ooh, XMS not actually challenging that. I thought they would be ready to drop the utility.
Just to note as well, the major record, as you mentioned, stands at 27 and 1/2. They lost that game.
That's right.
After winning, I think it was 13-2. VP came back and beat North, so no one is safe. XMS gets the kill. Scream with the assist, but that won't count for what we're looking for. XMS, though, does make it 9-3, and that is what Envy is looking for, to maintain the lead and take a big one into the second half.
There's Malik on your screen right there. Let's check in on his score. He is the coach. He does not play CSGO, just tonight on 2 kills, 8 deaths. He's dropping utility, getting the nades in, joining Happy, just trying to find anything he can. He's 2 for 8, but it doesn't really matter what he's got. There's no frags left. Scream 25 and 5 after 12 rounds. Full eco now for QB Fire. XMS, of course, takes the MAC-10, his favorite weapon. Scream wants off towards the barrel, so many CTs pushing towards him. And checks the corners here, nades towards the B-bomb site.
Good shot, Happy. Good entry this time for him, getting aggressive top mid. Scream to beat. 1 player behind coffins, 2 in the site. Pistols for all. Waterfall's not yet showing. Scream's kind of walking into behind at this point, looks away. They're going to peek them all together. He's got to decide who to fire at. Smoke nearly saves him, oddly enough, but he will go down. Gets the kill. So 4 versus 4, but the bomb will retreat with Malik and Sixer toward A, which Happy and XMS are holding. XMS just confirms that by clearing all the way through pit, and then Happy will post and wait for rotation. So bomb plant, inevitably.
They check this corner though. They know what Happy's like. They know he has had a chance to get there. They heard footsteps. There's no way they overlook this corner surely, but they will. They'll only get one. Oh, he gets 2, beg your pardon. And that pretty much secures the round. Malik, XMS and Sixer to hold the bomb site here. Smoke's down, and they're probably to save these AK-47s they managed to pick up. That's a good move by QB5. It's almost impossible to win around. You see, they've got no utility, no armor, no defuse kit. Double digits though for Team EnVyUs. Who would have thought? Loser leaves the tournament. Winner sits at 2-2. Dream is still alive for EnVyUs at this moment in time. Maybe not so much for QB5. This is slipping out of their grasp.
Detonation confirms double digits for Envy on T side. You're right, Happy did get overlooked here. You thought that would have been checked. He gets 2 for it as well, even with so many players up close. Didn't want to risk the second player just happening to look that direction. So a tactical timeout for Quantum Bellator Fire, naturally being down so significantly in this half.
Yeah, do or die time. I'll discuss their options. What's the play going to be? An experienced team at this level. First time we've seen them at a big event like this.
Excuse me, correction. It was 29 kills for Magisk.
Okay.
Not 27, so I was off by 2.
It's okay.
2 rounds.
We're doing this all by memory. Something's bound to give. So that's the first half record. Just to confirm, Major Spoy got 29, not 27.
Major record.
Major record, indeed. And falls across a couple of AKs from the previous round, I beg your pardon. And Boomhitch, this is brave. Bench position not what he used to be. It's a bit more exposed these days. Smoke down towards T-steps though, buys him a little bit of time. We'll see what's available. So with the AWP, just holding up in default. Nothing too fast here. Looks like they want to pounce towards Banana eventually, but Boomhitch still in position. He has full vision of the second area. Happy probably has no idea. Knife out, he's going to go down.
Position to be in.
Wow.
Quick as well. Scream, Malik, Sixer gone, forget it. Push down and takes advantage of Banana as they're all looking toward Boomhitch, who's in the bottom side, or at least halfway down middle. XMS, Mac 10. What a shutdown round. And that's a problem as well because, I take it back, Envy's got enough for a buy. I thought they were going to have slightly less on a few players, but they're perfect position with Sixer on 87. They'll be fine, but around for QBF after the timeout. So the aggression is what they wanted, and they got it.
Scream's going to need an ace in the final round to break the record.
An ace in 1 round.
It's going to be a tall order.
People are going to think I'm serious, actually, in that context. I made it sound serious.
Yeah. Well, round number 15, Orb comes out. Yes, a pretty decent buy. I think they're fully covered, actually. EnVyUs, 4 AKs, the AWP, all the utility. 4 AKs on the CT side, not a single M4. It's quite rare to see that.
Down deep. Scream sitting back. As Sixer with the op again is going to be more aggressive, actually. Plays in the bottom side of the underpass. To take over the apartments this time. From Malik does blind 3 players. 3 players up there to keep in mind. False good response onto XMS. Malik is desperate to try and spray through. Quick wants to push it again. He's going to take down Malik. Where's the response? He gets Scream as well. Scream's down. Record is safe because this round 15 and Quick for the second round is the man to shut him, but it's not a round that's done by any means. Bomb is dropped temporarily. Quick pushing a smoke.
Yeah, that was really well played. 3 versus 2 now, 10-5. We're to revitalize QB5 here after their pause. A couple of rounds in a row towards the tail end of the first half. Could be enough. Remember, CDR will actually be a lot more problematic. As soon as they find out where Malik's playing, they're going to try and bully that area. It's obvious he's a little bit rusty. 2 kills, 10 deaths. Nothing against him in that respect. He's the coach. He's never played a competitive CSGO game. So it wants to be bomb site 6 and happy head. There's actually only one player waiting for them. Jinko will push the smoke. Just aim to get one player here, but actually gives it up. Could have played defensively. Now he levels the playing field. 10 seconds remaining. Where's the plant? There it is. Just the bell comes in. Happy is going to deploy the bomb, and the clutch begins. No saving here. It's the final round.
The lane starts it well, Happy. Down immediately, but there's the AWP for Sixer, and he's going to try and hold it. Sixer with the op needs to peek it. Oh, he's got to pick that shortly. What? I don't understand that shot.
He's trying to... He knows that if the CT hasn't gotten the bomb straight away, he fires off, and this guy kind of keeps him at bay and makes him potentially get off it. But yeah, he took a gamble there, and I guess the old saying is quite fitting: the pros don't fake. And 4 defuse, actually kind of like that. The fact is that you know that your rumble determines your position. Go for that 4 defuse. It's unexpected, and it works out.
Don't know that that's the time to do it, though. Good Malik.
He would have looked like a genius if it worked out.
Sure, but 2 seconds left on it. I wouldn't get off. I'd hold it. More so because I heard the op shot, which means, like you said, it's about a 1.5 second time. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll take my chances. So Malik ends with 2. Scream ends with 25. 17 kills after 6 rounds. His pace did fall off, but can't fault him for that. Remarkable half. Exactly what EnVyUs needed, because they now have 10 rounds to start off their CT campaign.
CT spawn. And we'll have a look at the buy on the T side. 5 sets of armor. This will be QB5 just grouping up, choosing a position, and they've got one player holding the T step ready for the flank, and they'll get the first kill. That's Malik. Well, that gives information away. That's where he's going to be. Potentially an area to bully, and watching for the flank. As said at the start of the round, that's a really nice play from Jimqua. They're going forward towards CT spawn. Sixer can still win this round. He has to have one hell of a round here. Start plucking off the heads, but can get nothing done. Happy left in a 5 versus 1. Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. So bomb plant means momentum to QBF, chance to make this 10-8. Okay, what a round from him. Great round from him. Picks up 3 kills as they wrap all the way around. Like we say, big half from one player when no one else is contributing can fall apart quite quickly. So EnVy still has a job to do. CT side, it's harder for one player to go off as well because they just can isolate, go the other way, avoid him.
Yeah, this is going to be a really difficult half now. QB5 definitely back in contention to take the map. CT side, you can see why EnVyUs wanted to focus on the T side now. Get screamed at AK, nice and loose, rushing around, getting the picks. CT side is very difficult to handle, especially if QB5 got tactical executions here. They know where Malik is, who only has 2 frags in the game so far. Goes for a pick towards middle. That's ambitious. He will be taking out a 48 HP. They have 4 spawn in the second round, just to note. And number 17. Looking like the QB5 will bring it to 10-8.
Which Malik down.
Don't shoot each other.
Yeah, that's not going to help, given the circumstances.
6 at his blows. They're going to be saving the gun, by the way.
Well, I was going to say this is one. Yeah, saving's fine, I guess. Gives him another round, another chance with the force. But this is almost one of those games you're never going to see it from EnVyUs, if I'm honest. That you might save the second round because you want to strengthen everything for the gun rounds and try and keep the lead.
That's true, yeah. Especially on the CT side, you want all your grenades. Focus on the utility side of the game. Hold the Ts out. Be ready with those incendiaries. But I guess at this point as well, the way Scream's playing, it's like, dude, can you just get 4 1-digs maybe?
Yeah, get a deagle. Go nuts.
Could you give that a go? But not going to be the case. But this is smart, though. It might seem weird saving pistols, but you can see they've got armor as well. So that's a lot of investment. They do save 4 players with upgraded pistols and armor. They get a second bite of the cherry going to the next round and can still be in contention to take it. So it will be 10-7, as I said, likely be 10-8. The fact they saved those pistols actually gives them a fighting chance. It's not over in terms of the next round. Won't be a full eco at least. Wants to play from QB5 here. 2 AKs, 3 SMGs. Here's a look at the head-to-heads. Boomich versus Scream. Scream with 25 frags. Boomich, so with 17, 12 deaths, 12 headshots for Scream. Goes to show he hasn't been focusing completely on just the one taps. His spray has been very good as well as we get into the next round. We'll have a look here. These upgraded pistols and residual armor can cause any sort of damage here. Scream in the corner, presumably takes the nade to the face. Doesn't do too much damage. All that one does. Down to 66.
Six are tagged as well, down to 59. So Banana controlled. An execution surely to follow. They'll even rotate Pumic, or at least they were going to rotate Pumic. He wants to actually go to the high ground inside of alt middle. And he's going to be greeted by Sixer, which he handles with ease.
Yeah, it looks like this will be quite a comfortable round here. Quick on the top of Banana here. Looking to secure round number 8, and that's when the pressure starts to be applied to Team EnVyUs. They've got 3 players here wide to receive this execution towards B. You don't really need much of one. They just smokes towards ED spawn, coffins, 1 Molotov in towards new boxes. That should be enough. They double down and put 1 towards Emo as well. This is just eradicating risks, areas they don't have to check when they make their way towards the bomb site itself. Bomb's still down at T steps though, so they won't necessarily go in here. They've definitely pulled the rotations over. A bomb site completely open, and that's very well done. So they've shown that they are fully executing towards B, Molotovs, smokes, and then one of their teammates with the MAC-10 can just walk in towards the A site, call is clear, and it's a guaranteed round at this point.
Damage to take down Happy. And you're exactly right. A covered off. Felina to watch down toward middle. Malik found by Quick. Interestingly enough from Boiler before he even got that far, so. Scream wants to save his deagle and armor one more time, but there'll be guns drawn, and we get to the 10-8 scoreline, so 2 rounds between them. And a tough task still ahead for Envy. Scream will hope that this first half was not in vain, but like I say, CT side is going to be very difficult. You can get away with early rotations from B with good banana control. There are ways to compensate on Inferno that perhaps other maps don't lend themselves to, but everyone's going to have to step up considerably.
First buy will come in. AWP potential is there. Sixer though, he has a very up and down tournament. If you remember that game on Cash, he had that amazing round on the A bomb site. He has like crazy highlight moments like once every half. The rest of the time is always very average. So he does have a very high skill ceiling. He just very rarely gets near it. You know, like he's good for maybe 1 kill a round. At best doesn't even go for the orb this round. And we saw the blunder he had in the first half as well against the pistols. Very talented Orber, but just inconsistent.
Pressure toward the apartments from QBF.
Oh,
3 players now to try to shut it down or try to. Velina wins it with the MAC-10. Happy. He's pushing away. He wants to get up to quad and get away from the apartments. That's going to cost it because Shipka's already got position. Waterfalls is pushed through. They're behind Sixer, and it all falls apart.
Yeah, Malik's having a really rough time here. He started off Arch, this time towards the apartments. That has to be a kill, I'm afraid. Against the MAC-10 with that angle as well, he got such a huge advantage. He had about a second before he started taking damage, couldn't do it. 2 for 14 right now.
Keep moving him around. If they
They're
can focus him,
yeah,
if they know where
that's
he is, that's going to be a huge issue.
Yeah, he's not hitting anything right now, so they have to just get him. Maybe I'm trying to think of what's the most logical play.
Rotation.
Get him on A, right? Just sit him in the pit though. Just don't make him wait until like he's holding super defensively in the pit. He's not challenging the apartments. He's either just sitting beneath the balcony itself, and when they fully commit, at least can try and get them when they drop down towards the pit area and have crossfires as teammates. The fact he's challenging there, I don't think that's the right move. He has to be more passive than that.
Scream at least gets Jim Quat. But Alina gets the response, takes away the M4 from Scream. It's his first kill of the half. And it's 1 round now separating Envy from QBF.
There's Malik. Rough game for him. It started off so well for this team, and they can feel this falling out their grasp now.
I have to sympathize with him ever so slightly.
Oh yeah, let's be clear. Like, he's not a CSGO player. Just anyone who's tuning in, maybe saw the Scream stats on Twitter and stuff, wanted to see what's going on. It's RPK that's been taken ill, and Malik is the coach of the team. He was brought in last minute. Obviously hasn't been prepared. He knows the strategies, but his fracking ability is not going to be on a pro level at all. And QB5, you might not have heard of them, but they are a hard-hitting, skilled team. Good name though. There he gets his 3rd kill. Take that.
Accuracy not required for that. And the nade stack as well, good play, but the problem is they went for the stack. And A is open, Boomich is there with the bomb. Malik will make contact, and they'll realize Sixers sitting toward the arch. XMS goes ahead and picks up the MP9 for Waterfalls. Perhaps don't go chasing Waterfalls right now. He hit him before. Scream doesn't care, he's got an AK, another kill. Malik goes down to quick. 3 versus 3 with guns, single kit for XMS. There's a chance in it if they can find the next pick quick enough. No pun intended, because he's the next one that's close by. But with the smoke off toward quad, they'll just save the weapons to try and boost the economy. But this now means tie game 10-10.
Absolutely. Well, QB5 put the best foot forward in the second half. One will go off, of course, and this is where EnVyUs will start to rot at this point in the second half. Good nades at the start, and she pointed out it was Malik to pick it up. 3 nades down towards a design to pick up an initial pick. There was actually 5 players on the B side of the map at the very start. As we head into round number 21, there will be a tactical timeout for Team EnVyUs. That is actually their first tactical timeout, believe it or not. They had that stunner of a first half, but now things starting to get a little bit dicey here. We'll have a look at the buy available for them. XMS M4, Scream AK-47. He certainly dropped the pace a little bit. Here's the frag shots for you. As you can see, 27 kills for him. 118 ADR. That's very high indeed.
You gotta wonder what the ADR was after round 6. He's probably like 250.
Yeah. 6, it brings out the AWP. Now, what's the play here? The AWP on Inferno, the CT side especially, you'll see some of the world's best AWPers completely batter their opponents on this particular side. It's very powerful indeed. You can go banana, middle, apartments, second mid through the window. If you're smart and you have good smokes and good support, flashbangs for your teammates, you can have monstrous halves. But Sixer, like we said, he's one of those AWPers that has amazing rounds every now and then pretty quiet for the rest of the game. Here we go then. Good incendiaries. Those 6 are trying to get that first pick. Doesn't work out. From Nuke takes him down. That was the AWPer as well. That's actually quite devastating as the flashbangs come through. Full banana control gathered by QB5 start. And this is it. They're trying to bully the Malik setup there towards the house. He can't challenge that. He needs to play in the pit. I can't stress that enough. He's not going to have the firepower or the aim to challenge them there. This Russian team are very, very good indeed in terms of individual skill.
Absolutely, and like you say, got down the op, so Happy's picked that up, but they've certainly taken control of Banana in doing so. Boomich will hang out. He's gonna challenge it as well.
What's he doing?
I mean, I get it, coach mentality, he wants information, but they're already a man down.
Yeah,
and it's not like he's been winning duels.
It's not the play at all. All right, it's the round over. It's going to be a 5-on-2 now. Great play from QB5, don't get me wrong. They're waiting for mistakes to be made. You're right, they do need to gather information, but Malik, I don't think that's the place to do it. Maybe facing towards top of middle with a flashbang, that could be interesting, but just walking down that narrow corridor and you're not prepared for the duels is not going to give them too much there. And planting towards it. That was actually perfectly played by QB5. They get the opening pick at the very start. Good banana control. Nades at the top. Dodging the initial incendiaries in the city side with the smokes. Challenging with a free fire on the corner. Taking down the AWPer in the form of Sixer. And then they wait for mistakes to be made. And Malik, unfortunately for him, he's the one to make it. Happy's starting to hit some really nice shots here as QB5 hunts him down. He's got 3 in total. He wants to hold on to that AWP desperately. If he can do that with maximum loss bonus, they'll be able to force around it. XMS of 6k, Scream of 46, and he gets a 4th looking for the ace. He's not going to win the round, of course. And the final player, Valina, comes in from B. Happy almost certainly gets this. You can feel he's going to hit him.
If he does, Happy's the one to get the ace, not Scream. But he won't do. At least saves the AWP. But the lead is gone after being in absolute control. Driven by one man in the first half, and Malik, again, I get it. Coach mentality, his thought process is if I can get information, which is what he would want his players to do in certain situations, but obviously it's different to assess it when you're in the player position. And even if it was a good play to make, he's not exactly hitting the shots that suggest I would want him to go for it.
That's my whole point. When you're playing that sort of game, like, let the other boys do that. You just need to hold tight. I know we're focusing a lot on it, but it's one of the key storylines of this game. It's
good nades.
Unprecedented, but here we go.
Good nades.
Lots of damage being done.
That was Verlina still alive, excuse me.
I've got 5 players towards the B bomb, so it means you have to execute him out. You can't fall back. You have no idea what map control you've lost here. They'll go for the smokes, the Molotov, the flashbangs, and those commit.
Indeed. Boomich the first in, happy. Jumping, doesn't take the bait, doesn't want to. He'll find Jib Gun underneath him instead. Sixers down in the site, however, so it is not planted. A retake because Boomich has control. Covers off Ruins, Malik down to Waterfalls, and XMS and Scream are already backing off.
This is a really nice call from QE5. They've been running fast defaults so far, working the picks, pushing them back, getting those kills in the apartments, like we mentioned, and now they go for a full set piece off the bat. They're in full control of this game, and they're on track to actually take the map as well. It's gutting for EnVyUs, but Scream definitely has dropped off. I can't even remember the last time he got a face. He said on 27. I don't think he's posted a frag in the second half. I think,
yep. Posted 2. He had
25
the
25 and a half. Okay, well, there we go.
But again, it kind of highlights what we were saying. If one player is having an incredible half like Magisk did, that's fine. Great. Congratulations. You've carried your team to success. When you swap over, it's a very different story.
Indeed.
Everyone's got to step up. And if one player's, I guess, taking the helm and being super aggressive and it's working, it's one thing. But if you're almost relying on that one player, which it's masked, sometimes masked by how successful Scream was, that just shows that the others are a little bit weak, perhaps, and that's being exposed now, I think, as well.
There's Waterfalls watching Banana there for the rotations. They are firmly in the driving seat right now. Team EnVyUs will take their second timeout as we enter round number 23. If you're listening via the wireless, the scoreline is 12-10 in favor of QB5 after a stunning performance in Scream in the first half. It's up to Happy now to work out the play. No coach behind them, of course. He's on the server. Pretty incredible scenes. There's Scream. Has significantly dropped off in the second half.
Well, guns again, at least for Envy. No AWP for Sixer. Tournament life on the line for both teams, mind you. For Envy, considering they're chasing at this point.
Not doing so much damage. Boomich though playing with fire in more ways than one as he nails the headshot. XMS goes down and will be a flashbang in response, but that was so brave. He could have got nothing for that, but XMS didn't anticipate to be standing in the fire itself. Now Scream has to try and respond here. Firing in towards the smoke there at T-steps with an early 5-on-4. More the same here. That's such a gift for QB5. Now you can wait for mistakes to be made. Same idea. See if anyone walks into the crosshair. It's Malik who's posted up in the apartment once again. He cannot challenge that position. This is a fine area to hold, but he can't walk in and look for information. He just hasn't got the aim to work with here.
Malik again, this time more passive on the balcony.
He's going to get flashed in though. Oh, is he?
It's a good flash. I just don't know if it's going to work out. That was perfect. Take that headshot as well.
That's nice.
Well done. Malik down to 2 HP, mind you, even with that headshot. So quick. Got off a good one. But it brings them back to 4 versus 4 at least. Alina takes out Malik. He'll collect on it. Pit open as a result, so stack up inside of the A site. That's a problem. Pit's such a good anchoring position, but Scream's going to get aggressive instead.
He has to, really. It doesn't work out for him. Valina takes him down. Happy, alone, isolated on the A site. We need a world-class performance out of him here. No rounds posted at all in the second half by EnVyUs, and it might not be this one either. 6 are left in a 4 versus 1. 40 HP, M4 in hand, no nades. He can't win this one. It's going to be 8-0 here in the second half. Oh, lovely shot to finish it off as well. They're getting fired up. EnVyUs now very close to going home. This is a 1-2 game.
Well, there's some matchup as well. Some matchups, I should say, excuse me, depending on the draw, which comes up immediately after this game. That could even favor teams like QBF. They could slide into this major. All they need to do is win one more best of 1 if they get through this. And they're 3 rounds away, having EnVyUs yet to post a CT round. It would be hard to imagine they don't close this out. Tactical timeout for EnVyUs to try and rectify that situation. Very vocal on the QBF side.
Oh, yes.
Good to know that even in Russian they still call it banana.
I didn't catch that, did they? Okay,
Yeah.
well, there we go. Well, EnVyUs, 1 timeout remaining. It's do or die time. They've got 3 players hovering around the 5K mark, 2 of them under 4. It's looking rough. I think that they need to be more dynamic here. Instead of just doing default setups, let's actively challenge Banana. Instead of sitting at the top waiting for the TC, let's get down there. Let's start pushing. 6 and 9 kills, 14 deaths, and he had one glorious round so far. The rest has been quiet for him. There it is. Thank you for bringing that up. Waterfall's the AWPer of Qualifier. 12 kills to him, and Sixer just on 9.
Did say that Scream needed to step up. He certainly did, but we needed Sixer as well, more so on the CT side.
Yeah, he had to be the secondary star.
Waterfall's bottom mid with an op. For the T's. Sees that XMS. Famas from Alec. Quick to push the apartments, in fact. 3 players from QBF to do so. Bomb intentionally dropped safe side of them. So back toward the bottom of alt middle. An early rotation call from Sixer to join Scream and XMS. It looks like they want to go aggressive, so Jimka's the one that's waiting for them. He's got a whole right side. Spotted. Oh no, I'm not sure he was. I was going to say spotted because they jumped over, but he'd already made his way all the way behind the wall. Good play from Scream.
Yeah, that could be enough. Good smoke as well, buys him some time. 4 and 4 though, we always say it, Matt does favour the T's, and the defense of Team EnVyUs right now is going to be spread thin, even more so with Malik still alive. XMS, one of the other key names of Team EnVyUs, goes down. In terms of grenades, 2 flashbangs remaining for the French side, and this is a good fake. The smoke towards CD Spawn is going to pull a rotation. That's going to be Sixer staying towards B for now, and up to Happy and Malik as they sit on the wrong side of the bomb site here. Smokes towards the arch. If they can smoke library as well, that'd be fantastic for Waterfall and Boomwich. They might have just made the killing blow as Sixer, okay, buys them something to work with here. 10 seconds remaining. The bomb still on the ground. We can find this. They might have a chance. 29 HP on Boomwich, or Felina, I should say. The bomb down.
Sixer had to go for the reload. Couldn't punish A4, and he might have been able to push out a little bit further. He's desperate to just try and bait them out with shots as Scream arrives. They're already considering the save. They don't have a kit, so they're backing off, and it's now 14 rounds for QBF. Much like Sprout, who had a 10-5 lead on their game, didn't collect a second half round on Cobblestone. It looks like EnVy's going to be in the same position at this rate.
You're absolutely right.
Different map, different side, same result.
Still yet to post a single round in the second half. Boomwich just to note 24 kills for him. Nipping at the heels of Scream.
Malik in the second half has as many kills as Scream has, by the way. Scream's got 3 this half, Malik has 3 this half.
Does he really? Well, that's not good news.
It's a tough situation, surely.
Well, now, looking down the barrel of match point, Team EnVyUs need to decide what they're going to do.
Throw Scream to apartments, because they are still trying to pressure Malik.
They need to be
throw it off.
more assertive, I think. They couldn't just hold in this default and hope for the best. As QB5 beat them in every single aim duel, finding the opening pick consistently.
The reason I would say throw him to there is not, I'm saying, you know, Scream's the carrier that he's going to just dominate from that position. I'm saying that because they're pressuring Malik looking for an easy duel, he'll surprise them at least once.
Yeah. This feels like it might be done now. EnVyUs have just rolled over on the second half. Malik being spotted. Barrel of his gun stuck out there. Takes a nade, but not too much damage. Smoked it off. Buy some time, but mid control fully established by Qualifier.
Yeah, completely gave up the mid wall. Sixer forced back as well. Forced back by the smoke. Still manages to get Boomich, who takes the bomb in. So Sixer, although he can't really hold him that position, he's getting called that they can rotate more pressure in that position. Unfortunately, Happy will go down to the lead trying to do exactly that. Smoke tag, they'll hear that hit Sixer's body. He's on 17, tries to flash, Scream in, but it actually works out. Scream goes down, but Jimko's still blind. It actually kills Valina, and then Sixer walks in to capitalize on it. Waterfalls, though, what a shot, and as if Malik couldn't buy a break before. What a dramatic way to go down. Sixer stepping up will still get quick, and there's a chance. 6 HP only for Waterfalls, and they have the bomb covered off.
That was so sick from Waterfalls. How has he hit that? 2 versus 1 though. Surely this is the first round poster for Team EnVyUs. They lose this, the game's over. They have to post this round in their favor. Good incendiary, but the bomb's already been picked up. That Molotov might be even better, but Sixer surely gets the kill. He's going to make it to the bomb side, I think. Bomb will go down, and his chances increase. They can't push the library here. They have to fall back. He'll have a chance to reposition here. The AWP, he positions correctly. This could be fantastic, but the flashbang is good. He falls down, and Sixer hits the shot.
What a round from Sixer. 4 kills to make up for it. And although the flash went through and Scream got caught, it actually confused Jim kind of. So actually Sixer got all the kills that EnVyUs got that round because one was a team kill.
Jumps up, takes loads of damage, no scope in the face.
Oh, poor Malik.
Down the throat. And it will be Waterfalls to get taken down. The first round posted for Team EnVyUs in the second half. Is it enough? We'll shortly find out. QB Fire. Full buy, of course. They've got plenty of money. They've got enough for the rest of the game, really. 10k after the full investment. Left over for Quick there. Waterfalls and Valina not far behind. Same for Boomish as well. Lots of cash. If EnVyUs lose this, it'll be 15-11. That's 100% game over. It'll be double. Well, they would be double eco. SMS still low. MP9 for him. Famous for Malik. Good nade at the start. Malik has been flashed in before. You can see them focusing this area now. They want to take him down.
Waiting, good shot,
we go.
Takes bomb, Boomish moves for another Valina. He's tagged but not down, 40 HP, good effort from Malik. Would have been his first double in the game. Sixer got position but not the shot, Waterfalls is a better one. And Sixer's got problems because he's missing shots but Happy's not. Around the corner and it's again Waterfalls. Single digits and he'll go down, Flames just catch him. And he's back with 2 in a row, but money was substantial, still is substantial for QBF.
Got to ask yourself at this point, is Sixer the right player to be the AWP for EnVyUs?
That's a better question, not just this tournament.
Online in like the initial sectors of Pro League this year, he looked great. I've criticized him before and I said that, you know what, he's turned it around, I'm convinced now. These last few lands I've seen from him like have been pretty shocking at times. Like there's too many misses, right? Like of easy shots for most top tier AWPers. But still, Happy recovers the situation as we head into round number 27 here, 14-12. Still the same sort of predicament though. Lose this and they are done for. XMS fully invested again with the MP9. He does love the choosier weapons. But finally, 2 rounds in a row. It's 9-2 in the second half, after being a 10-5 lead, of course.
Jimka. Flash in, but no further pressure. Quick. Will smoke the boost. Scream the man to play it. 4 kills in this half, Scream.
Yeah, what a drop-off that's been.
Time to show the form he had. Doesn't have the AK, maybe that's part of it, but even still, they've also not really been going this direction much toward where he's playing. Ready this time. Chimka's more ready. Down he goes. And oh, what a turnaround. 180. XMS gone as well.
Save. They have to save. Can't go for this.
They are.
Money will be in the absolute bin. Next round, save the AWP, the AK-47, the M4. Indeed, it is match point now for QB5. Remember, EnVyUs lose this map, they're going home. Constant ability to fire will go to 2-2. RPK missing from the server, taken ill. It looked like Scream had done enough. He got the entire team on his back and he was carrying tremendously in the first half. And unfortunately for him, CT side has not delivered as much success. It's Sixer that had to join him as well. He had one great round. If ever there was a time to show up, this would be it. These next 3 rounds, they need overtime now. It's the only way to stay alive in this tournament.
RPK will have everything crossed as he watches on. Jimka, that's brilliant. Walks in, reads it well.
Wow.
Oh, the second shot.
It's bullying them, isn't he?
Beautiful.
Yep.
Or as every player in this event would say, nice!
That is true. Even in Russian, I was with Yanko. I was like, well, what does that mean? He goes, yeah, it just means nice. So, it's like everyone says it in their own language. Nice!
Ubiquitous.
Yeah. There we go. So timeout for QB5. They want to close this one out right here, right now. They know that EnVyUs have saved weaponry, of course. It is going to be 6 on the AWP and 1 AK-47, 3 M4s, 2 of which are the A1S. Just to note, it is quite popular on Inferno, a map based around aggressive smokes and trying to spam down specific choke points. Malak currently residing on 5 kills, 21 deaths. At the top, of course, it should be screaming up 29-15. At the top of the terrorist forces, QB5's Boomich on 24 and 16 at the bottom. It will be Quick on 12 and 17. There's the scores on the doors. There was the hero of the first half. Round number 28, do or die time. We've gone all the way. Almost every single round played here. But the EnVyUs have done enough. They won the pistol in this half. I would say it would be done.
Yeah, sure. They could have carried the momentum and just rode it out. It might have still come to double digits, but they don't have enough time and space to do that. Valina, very quick toward the apartments. They know, again, that Malak has been playing in the hallway, so quick spray down to see if he's there, and Quick will then transition his position. Walk down the corridor, but there's a smoke there, so quick spray is the best he can offer. Spray. Scream has decided this round to play on A. He went for the boost on the windowsill, but scared off by the spray that was coming through the spam window. Flashed out is Valina as well to work quad. Scream still around the corner. As an M4 has a flash to work with. And he's got more than one this time. He'll take down Boomich as well. Looks for more, but Waterfalls has the shot. Not only that, he's found XMS. What a half from Waterfalls. T-side and AWP on this map is not easy. Guardian we often praise. Waterfalls deserves some this half as well.
Yeah, Scream went for the third kill there. He knows Malak's alone. If he doesn't get it, he's going to struggle to find a frag, which he did. He had the opportunity from the balcony, but it doesn't work out for him. 3 versus 2 now. Smoked out of the bomb site. 6 unhappy, doing what they can. Happy, given a chance. They have a core reloading. Quick might have done it. Sixer with the defuse kit, the AWP, and that's it. EnVyUs are out of the tournament. Congratulations to Qualifier. They move forward to the 2-2 bracket. Still one more game to go, Matt, and they will be finding out their opponents with the draw after this particular game. Commiserations to EnVyUs, and thank you to Malak for stepping in there at the very last minute. A difficult scenario to be in. Never played a competitive game of CSGO before, and it's a shame that it works out there. Official,
to be clear, he definitely plays the game. The coach, unfortunate circumstances mean that he was in for RPK, and he definitely sympathized with Envy for this, the conditions they had to play through. However, we posed the question yesterday before all of this, what remains for Envy and what comes next?
Yeah, change is coming for sure. That's complete speculation, of course, but if this is my team right now, I'm saying we've got to make some changes. The 2017 was not good for us. 2018 does not look better. But for now, Matthew, we'll go to the break. We'll be back with the draw of the 2-2 bracket.